Hello guys, Kridless here. Welcome to another video. This one is a very special one that I've been working on for a while. And this one is going to be all about experience potion abuse. That sounds like a crime case. Well, it's not. This one is going to be a video where I level from 1 to 90 with a Recruiter Friend bonus, with Elixir of Ancient Knowledge 300% bonus, with the Elixir of Rapid Mind 300% bonus. And we are going to get from 1 to 90 in about 90 minutes. Fine, you don't believe me? Well, how can you do that, Kridless? Not possible. Ah, my dear Watson, it is entirely possible, because you will get a lot of experience extremely quickly with these potions. And also, this guide isn't an alpha and omega of leveling videos, because since I'm doing this for the first time, I make a lot of mistakes, and I figured I would do the mistakes so you don't have to. Basically, you could do this a lot faster than me. I would love to see that if you could show me, and you could simply avoid all the mistakes I make in this video, because this is my first time, as I said, going to try a lot of tactics, going to try how a lot of dungeons work with the experience scaling and stuff like that. And there are a lot of really weird stuff happening in both the beginning of the video and by the end. So make sure you stick around for all of it, or just skip around by using the things I've written down in the description of the video. You can also do that. Actually, originally this video was going to be how many levels I could get in 1 hour, basically by using one of the Elixir Knowledge potions. And I think actually that you can make it to 85 in 1 hour if you're quick. So that is my challenge to you, the viewer. Take the challenge or go home, or, you know, stay where you are. Let's start the video. Cue intro that doesn't exist. So at the beginning of the video, I'm going to start off by creating a dump character. This is what is going to be a dummy that I'm going to basically make because I want as short a playtime as possible. I'm doing this because basically the add-on settings carry over from a deleted character to a new one. So I make this character basically just for setting up my add-on settings. Unfortunately, some of the macros and the interface and key bindings don't carry over on this account. Not really sure why. It did on my other account. Make another one here for my second account because I'm doing RAF. Watch my video on that if you're curious about all of this stuff I'm doing. I'm going over that in that video. So here's basically setting up Jamba and making sure I have my follow macros on and all that good stuff. Here you can see I have my other character right there. I decided to test if I could, what was faster, logging out or exiting the game, and actually exiting the game was a lot slower than actually logging out manually. And remember, if you can't delete your character, go to your mailbox and delete the hat or any other heirloom items that you've received. Now I'm making my real character on this account, going to log into that character, and I guess this is another dummy as well. Because I was going to test if I got the different settings carried over, but I did not. So that's unfortunate. And also, I made sure my level 100 Pandaren is right at the entrance of the Deadmines. So, finally, making the real characters I'm going to level. I'm going to level Andoros, an Amber Wall, a Priest, and a Mage in the opposite order. I'm also going to stock up on Elixir of Rapid Mind, gonna make sure I have all I need, and also I prepare the heirlooms by sending them in the mail so I don't have to, select them on each character, waste playtime, because I want that to be as small as possible. And I also start out with 4 Elixirs of Rapid Mind for 1 hour, along with the Elixir of Ancient Knowledge, that also lasts for 1 hour, so I, started out by making sure I got as far as I could in 1 hour. There I got a guild invite, you see, and that might be beneficial for mounted speed. Not really in this case, because I'm not going to be mounted a lot. And just preparing this and putting on my gear. This takes about a minute of real game time, maybe 1.5 minutes, plus logging out, which takes 20 minutes. As you can see, my playtime is currently 1 minute 54 seconds. And doing the same on this character, and her macros actually carried over, so I didn't have to spend as much time. So she only spent about, I guess, 1 minute-ish. And you'll see this at the end of the video, actually, that the difference between these two characters are actually pretty large. Even though I started them approximately the same, 1 minute 18 seconds there. So this is my setup. It's going to be like this. I have main screen up top and 2 screens down at the bottom of my 1440 monitor. And I start by logging into both characters and starting my auto hotkey. and setting up Jamba, and basically using Jamba to invite all the 3 characters together, because you have to make sure that you're in a group. That's important. First step, make sure you're in a group with each other. Going to accept the quest and start questing, because I had no idea how much experience I got. First, starting out, killing an enemy just for the sciencey, see how much experience I get. I'm going to use that in the other video that you might have watched before this one. And now I'm going to use the potion. I got a UI error, wasting some time here, so I got to reload my interface. And that wasted a couple of minutes, or a couple of seconds, I guess. Now I'm going to activate the potions on all my characters, and I also popped these numbers down by each, bottom corner of the screen for you to easily see what level the characters are in. And if you want to double check that I'm not cheating on you, just zoom in into the corner up there by the character icon to make sure it's all right. And as you can see, you got to level 4 in 10 seconds, basically. Going here, turning in the quest, boom, level 8. Yeah, that was level 8 in I guess 10 seconds. But we are going to start having some issues right now. Because, as you can see, I turned in the quest there, and I turned it in on both characters, but the experience we got was totally messed up. As you can see, one character got 11,250, while the other one got 3,750. I have no idea why, because they are within RAF range. Unfortunately for me, the recruiter friend bonus actually turned off on one of my characters. And I didn't realize this until I'm going to tell you when I realized this, basically. Recommended for you, if you get this error, just log out of every account you have, even the Battle.net account, launcher, Magic, and stay offline for 15 minutes or more. And there I got level 10 on one character. If I was level 10 on both characters, I would be going into the Deadmines now. But since I'm not, I have to go and redo a lot of stuff on one character. That he's level 9, is lacking, he's lagging behind. And that's not good at all. I thought he was level 10 actually, so I started summoning them, wasting even more time because I had to go back. And the summon has a cooldown of 30 minutes, so I had to wait even more later on. So this additional work actually took me about 8 minutes, I think, of extra work, or 6 minutes. I'm not really sure what either one of those. So yeah, that's the first important thing. Make sure both of your accounts get the same amount of experience and don't bug out, because that messed up a lot of my progress actually. This bleeds into the runs in Deadmines actually as well. And see, now at level 10, we we've got 58 minutes to 52 minutes on the Elixir of Ancient Knowledge between the first level 10 and the second level 10, so that's 6 minutes extra time. Now I'm going to summon both of them. I actually logged them both off and waited for about 30 minutes so that my summon cooldown would start, would be ready again, I guess. The thing we're going to do now, and in many of the instances we're going to boost through, is that we're going to log off the 2 low-level accounts outside of the dungeon. In this first attempt, I'm actually going to try to log them out inside the dungeon. Found out that actually wastes about a load screen of time, because you need to exit the instance and go back in to when you kill the final boss. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to get to the last boss of the dungeon with our high-level character. It takes about 3 to 4 minutes to run through the Deadmines with this mage here. And I figured that would save a lot of time, because you get a completion bonus at the end when you kill the last boss. And I wanted to share that experience with the 2 characters with all the experience boosts without wasting the time of running them through the instance. That's logical, right? So I logged both of them in here. And there are some caveats with this method, because in some instances it works, and some instances you need to kill all the bosses to get this boss credit at all. So I'm going to kill Cookie here, and boom, as you can see there, lots of levels. We actually got to level 20 on one of our characters, the one that was lagging behind actually, but the other one is 14. Yeah, that's strange, right? So I didn't realize that we... by the way, if you want to exit the dungeon and doing it in a scummy way, you might want to join 2v2 arena group. Doing this is a bit mean, I guess, to the ones doing arena. But if you join an arena group and then leave the arena, you'll be teleported out of the dungeon, either to the nearest graveyard or to the entrance of the dungeon itself. Remember to reset the instance before you enter, because sometimes I forget to do that, and you waste 4 minutes running through the dungeon while everything is, or I guess not waste 3 to 4 minutes, but yeah. You waste some time by starting the dungeon, realizing go to the first boss, and then realizing they're not there. So now we're 17 and 25. If both characters would get the same experience, we'd both be at 25 now, ready to go on to the Stockades. A long time ago, actually, but yeah, I did the dungeon about 4 or 5 times, I think. It wasn't necessary at all, because I could have just done it two times, or maybe 1 time, actually. 1 time would be enough, if both of them had gone to level 20, because then we could have started the Stockades. I wanted them to be, there we go, another attempt. I didn't actually invite the 2 different characters to the group, and that messed up a whole run for me. It was a waste of time, both with the logging in and out, and also by running the dungeon. So make sure you're in a group, as I said earlier. Make sure you invite. And now we're at the last attempt in the Deadmines. Boom, there you can see 25, 26. Decided to go to the Stockades next. As a horde, I would probably do the same, even though I'm playing on a PvP server. So if one of my character with the Elixir of Ancient Knowledge dies, then that's game over for the Elixir of Ancient Knowledge. Gotta go farm that again, because that one expires upon death. I tried to do this with Hogger, killed that one, and got 25, 27. As you see with Hogger, he actually doesn't, he gives the experience from killing the boss, but he doesn't give the dungeon bonus experience. So you actually have to kill more bosses for him to actually yield a lot of experience. So in this dungeon, it's super short. It takes like less than a minute to do. I actually recommend going in with your characters. Just make them stand by the entrance there. They get experience from all the bosses and all the mobs in the entire dungeon by just standing there. Goes a lot quicker, as you can see. Just 1 run through and I'll be level 30, I think. Killing Hogger here, and also killed the other guy. There we go. Boom. 27, 29. And just clearing this stuff out makes you get a lot of experience. Doing one other attempt here, 28, 29 currently. Decided to go and kill the magma boss. Boom, there we go, another level. One of the characters is level 30. And as you can see, there is, if both of them were at the same level, this would have been a lot easier. And there we go, 30, 32, 32. As you can see, if I killed all the bosses in the dungeon, you get tons of experience in the Stockades. Next up, we're going to Uldaman. The entrance to this dungeon is pretty hard to find if you don't know where it is. Just go through the caves here, and you get to the amazing entrance to this dungeon. Decided to try this dungeon as well by just killing the last boss. Unfortunately, that doesn't work here either. As you can see, no experience at all. So in this dungeon, it's highly recommended. I went in, by the way, decided to try to do the bosses with the running tactic, but I didn't reset the dungeon. Ooh, that's a waste of time. Get out of there. But I actually got a level, so yeah, both are 33 now. Yeah, remember to reset your instance. Invite your group, reset instance. Big important things to do. Decided to basically put them on follow and clear the instance out. Really good instance to do this in, Uldaman, because you get tons upon tons of experience by killing the bonus bosses. As you can see, I'm already 35 in a couple of minutes, or I guess 1 minute there. Killed Oriya. Make sure you kill all of the bosses. I think I skipped one. I don't recommend skipping one. I kill all of them. As you can see, 38 already. And there's also the bosses by the dwarves up here to the western part of the dungeon. And there's also the quest. I didn't really want to do the quest. I didn't think that was necessary. We're 41 now. I didn't even bother with the quests because honestly they take more time than they're worth. But the bonus bosses are worth a ton of gold. I contemplated what I would do afterwards. After this dungeon, because Uldaman is sort of a 30 to, I guess, 46 dungeon for me in this case. What if I wanted to go to Blackrock Depths, because there are tons of bonus bosses there. Might do that in the next video, but I decided to go to Stratholme actually. And that one has the same strategy as this dungeon, where you have to kill all the bosses to get the experience from the last boss. So now we got to 48 and 47 actually. That's insane. So we got from 30 to 48 in one run of Uldaman. Come on, that's 18 levels, guys. 18 levels. So yeah, starting off here, both are 48. Doing this dungeon takes a lot of time, actually. Not really sure if this is a good strategy at all, because you have to clear the Ziggurat's, and they take a while to clear. Recommend, if you're going to clear the Ziggurat's, leave the follow characters outside while you go in with your main, because they get stuck in there if you need to go around and, you know, do the stuff by killing those. Level 50 now, that's a milestone. If you look at closely at the expiration of the potions up in my buff corner down at the alt there to the right, you can see how many minutes we actually spent. And there we got 51. Yeah, this dungeon is actually pretty good if you think about it. Next off, we're gonna head down to this bonus boss actually, and boom, 53. That was a ton of experience actually. 2 levels from that guy. That's insane. So the bonus bosses are really, really valuable. Almost at Baron Rivendare now. Boom, shot him. 57. Excellent. Now we're ready to go to Outland, actually. You don't have to be 58 to enter the Hellfire Ramparts. You need to be 57. Because the entrances to the dungeons are different from the ones you have in the LFR, or LFG, I guess. Remember to enter the right instance, by the way. I entered this one because I'm used to enter this one for farming a lot of rep, but that's the Shattered Halls, so I wasted a couple of minutes by summoning over there. So yeah, this place is actually a lot harder to do because these mobs hit really hard. So be careful not to let the... Look at that. Yeah, my priest almost got 2-shot there. Make sure you keep aggro on your main character here because you don't want to risk anything. Boom, 59. Yeah. As you can see, this way to level is so efficient, but it's super expensive as well. I mean, I spent a lot of gold on the elixirs of the Rapid Mine because they cost about 4,000 gold each. So I need to remember I need to buy double because I have 2 characters leveling at the same time and they need to keep up with each other. So yeah, I actually did pick up the quest to do that guy and kill him, but I didn't complete this because I didn't loot the Nasa on the dragon boss. So yeah, 62 by now. My goal was to keep doing this instance until I was 65, and once I was 65, you could do the heroic version. And that one gives you a ton of experience. I mean, a ton of experience. So yeah. So same thing happens here, by the way. I think that one of my characters almost get 1-shot. Or was it the other run? I can't remember, actually. But yeah. So just keep doing ramparts. Run through ramparts. Takes approximately about 3 to 4 minutes. Something like that. Yeah, that sounds good. And 64 currently. Make sure you kill all the bosses, by the way. Don't skip Omor, the Unscarred. Make sure you kill him as well. And you remember to use the shortcut down there to the left, down the ramp, so you get to the beginning of the entrance, making this a wonderful place to boost. Because I love that with level design when you have the entrance, or the exit shortcut to the entrance of the dungeon. So I actually put that on heroic now, if you didn't notice that. So all the monsters are, or the mobs are level 70 elites. And here I got to level 66. They give a ton of experience, and also you get some reputation with either Thrallmar or Honor Hold on your main character. So that's nice. And all your alts as well. So that's nice. 67. I think we're about ready to go to Northrend soon. Almost at Outland there, but yeah, to Northrend. And I had my strategy all planned well up to this point in the video, but after this, I was really unsure where to go because I had no idea. Boom, 70! That's excellent. You can actually go to Northrend if you're 68, I think, or 67. I decided to try Azjol'Nerub because, hey, that's a short instance, right? Well, wrong, because the last boss in this dungeon takes a lot of time to do. And he does give a lot of experience, and the instance is short, but next time I think I actually would go to Anka Hen or something like that, because the Nexus is a pretty long instance, and Anka Hen has a bonus boss, and it has a lot of bosses, actually. 71 by now, and we're going down to Hadronox. Or Hadronox, I guess. And when we go and attack the last boss here, he takes so much time to kill. We're just standing around wasting the potion. So I don't really think going here was a good idea. So, I guess Utgard Pinnacle is an option, but that dungeon is pretty... I guess Utgard Keep. But that dungeon is pretty long as well. So instead, try to kill Anubarak. I tried to do Ankahet instead. I also have to wait for the quest here, and this guy takes forever to walk down that staircase there, or a web case, I guess. A web case, that's a good word. So yeah, boom, 75. And the experience Elixir of Ancient Knowledge is about to expire because we wasted so much time earlier. If we didn't waste like 6 minutes earlier, or maybe about 8 minutes, this potion would have kept us going all the way to 85, but unfortunately not. I decided to go and try the Violet Citadel, the Violet Hold, not Violet Citadel, Violet Hold, because I heard that dungeon was quite good, but the enemies takes a while to spawn and the XP potions have worn off, so I don't get much experience here. But I thought, what the hey, gonna try this, finish this dungeon before, for the science of it, even without the potion, see how much experience I get. Another efficient way to level, by the way, is to do this just with the RAF and not use the potions. It goes really, really quickly. I got to about 1 to 60 in about I guess almost 2 hours, I think, 1 to 60. Less than 1 hour, actually. Less than 2 hours, I mean. Ooh, I'm rambling. Anyway, clearing this dungeon out, not really worth it. Next time, I will probably go to Gondrak or Drak'Tharon Keep instead, because those dungeons are amazing with tons of bosses. But we actually got to level 76. Not too bad, actually. Not too bad. Need a drink. By the way, this is one take. I've been talking for, I guess, about 20 minutes now. One shot. So, I decided to go and farm some more potions and, stock up on more elixirs of rapid mind. Gotta keep them coming. So, I decided to spend a lot of money by simply finishing this video. Didn't want to stop here at 75. I decided I want to go all the way to 90 and see how far I could salvage this miserable run. So, going through Drak'Tharon Keep, decided to test if the dungeon gave experience by killing just the last boss. And turns out it does. So this one you don't have to run through all the way. You just have to kill the last boss in this one. It's really strange. I had no idea which dungeon is the one either one of them. Which requires the full run, which requires just the last boss. This boss, I just recommend you stay at the top of the stairs, just AoE all the zombies down. Make sure the Nova Summoners guys, they come in after a short while. This run takes about 6 minutes. Kill Dread, just go to the top. And at the start of as you can see, I'm still in the group with my 2 guys here. But something weird's about to happen. I forget to log on to them, so yep, I just wasted a whole run by just forgetting to do the stuff I was supposed to record. Well, back again, another run. This time I went into the dungeon with both my characters, but I was rushed. So, my one character got experience, I think. Or none of them did, because I was too slow, and I forgot to add the potion as well. So, that was a wasted run, but the next time, went in with both potions, 78. Boom. Next up, Blackrock Caverns at 78. That dungeon is amazing for experience, trust me. The entrance is right through here. Just rewind the video if you didn't see where I was going. A little nervous about this place, because there were several rogues going at the entrance there, horde rogues, and I'm playing on a PvP server, remember, so gotta be careful. And also Alliance rogues, those are probably bots. And yeah, but I took the chance, summoned my guys here, set them down, went through Blackrock Caverns, and this dungeon also works with a method I used in Drak'Tharon Keep. So you basically just have to log on, walk into the dungeon, make sure you zone in, have the XP potions on, and you are in the group, and you get we'll see how much experience we get by the end of the dungeon. So yeah. This boss, you have to keep him under the fire. If not, he is immune to all damage, even though you are super, super, super over-leveled for the dungeon. Gonna log on to my 2 guys now. And check this out, guys. Check this out. Boom! 81. Yeah, did you see that? 78 to 81 on one boss. Amazing. Now let's go to the Stonecore. This dungeon is different again. Last boss doesn't give experience at all. So, you know what you gotta do? You gotta run through the whole dungeon with my guys. A run through here takes about 6 minutes as well. 6 minutes. That's generally how long a dungeon takes. 82 on both my characters right there. And, you know, I think we would have managed this if we had the spare, like, 8 to 10 minutes that we didn't waste in the beginning on the Elixir of Ancient Knowledge. I think we would have done pretty well for ourselves with that one. But yeah, you don't really need to clear all the mobs here, but they do give some experience. Even though the amount you get from the last boss is massive compared to this. These mobs don't give experience at all, so just try to not make them aggro your alts, your low level characters. And look at this. This is so fun. Boom, 86. That's 3 levels. Yeah, that's amazing. So we're way past the 85 barrier there. So we're already on our way to 86. And as you can see, 52 minutes left on the new Elixir of Ancient Knowledge. So I farmed all that for just the additional, what was that? 8 minutes? Yeah, we spared that on the other elixir, so you can do it if you try. Just show me in your video. I'm challenging you guys. Last place we're going to go to is the Stormstout Brewery. This place is also really strange because this dungeon has when you zone into the instance with your low level characters, after you clear this boss right here, the Hopper boss, your characters will spawn in the place where he spawned, actually. So you can't exit the dungeon with your alts. And that's dumb. And it messes up with something. It's really inconsistent. And I'm going to show you just how. I'm going to clear out these guys here and log back in. And the first time this goes extremely well. Just the same as Blackrock Caverns or Drak'Tharon Keep or Deadmines. You just have to kill the last boss to get experience. As you can see, I'm zoned in with a lot of hoppers there, just standing around doing nothing. And the last boss is in several phases. I would recommend waiting till the last phase with zoning in. But boom, there we go, 87. Not that much experience actually, because we don't have the Elixir of Ancient Knowledge. We only have the Elixir of the Rapid Mind and the RAF bonus. So we're only down to, I guess, 650 experience bonus right now. Now something weird happens. I decided, since we got into this place when we logged in previously, I decided to log in now, just before the Hopper boss. And boom, we're outside the Hopper boss. And we got experience from that boss. I decided to log back out and back in again once we defeated the boss. And this time again, boom, experience 89. Wonderful. Still, I guess about 4 minutes left on the Elixir of Rapid Mind that we still have on our character down to the right. I guess that's Andros. Still got that time, but I forgot to log out that character, so I wasted about 2 minutes of the Elixir of the Rapid Mind. That was extremely unfortunate. This time I didn't log in before the Hopper boss. I waited for the sake of science, or maybe because I was stupid, to wait with the logging in like I did the first time, the first attempt here. And I do this exact same thing like I did in the first attempt, I think. If you can find out what's different here, please tell me. Please tell me, because this weirded me out a lot. So I'm logging in, just like I did the first attempt. Kill the last boss. And nothing. So apparently we're not even in the same dungeon or the same instance, so the instance didn't get reset for those two guys. And now I forgot to log off them as well. Try it again. Nope, nothing. So my Elixir of the Rapid Mind ran out, decided to actually exit the dungeon with my main character and summon them out, and then activate a last elixir on both of the characters. Or maybe I didn't, I'm not really sure. But I decided to just make them follow the main character through the whole dungeon. Yeah, and boom, 90 on one character. And we get, I was going, what I was thinking right now is, oh man, 90 on one character, 89 on one other. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to run through the whole place again. Luckily for me, I actually had picked up the quest, so the quest saved me. Wasting some time, but oh well. There you see Chen Stormstout, savior of the day, turning in the quest to him, and boom, 2 level 90s. You can see my playtime. The first character actually got from 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 53 seconds. I was the first character, the second, 1 hour, 35 minutes, and 42 seconds. So that's it, guys. That's 2.5 characters with the granted level. 2.5 characters from 1 to 90 in 90 minutes. That's pretty amazing if you ask me. I hope you enjoyed this video. It took me a lot of time to make and a lot of money as well. A lot of gold. Whew, I'm tired now. That was one rush of a video. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I challenge you to do the same with your characters as well. Make sure you check out my other videos. I have done a video on experience boosts. I have done a video on how to get the XP potion. I've done a video on 90 to 100 in 73 minutes if you want a kickoff point from where you left off in this video. Please subscribe, check out the playlist, and like or dislike the video, and share it with your friends if you want to. You're watching Crudeless. Take care, guys. Bye.